So after ether, it comes phenol. After ether, it comes phenol. Now, uh, if we talk about phenol, so you will find that proper phenol, mostly things are very similar to alcohol. Mostly things are very similar to alcohols. Okay, so let's start first of all preparation. Let's start first. Let's start first of all preparation. Okay, now in the preparation, again there are some methods. First method, from diazonium salt. Diazonium salt means if you have this N2 plus Cl minus, and if you treat it with, what do we say, water, and just heat a little bit. Okay, treat it with water and heat it a little bit. So once you do so, what do we get? We get here OH. So this is the first method of preparation. I hope you remember this. Uh, I hope you remember this, that this N2Cl, it actually provides us here positive. So water lone pair will attack here and OH will be attached. So this is the first simple method for preparation of alcohol. Oh, sorry, phenol. Note this, please. Okay. Second, by haloarine, by Dow's process, you can write. Previous slide. Okay. Previous slide.
Yes, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now by Dow's process. Dow's process we have already done, but still let's write. We take chlorobenzene, or you can take any halobenzene. We treat it with NaOH, aqueous, but remember we keep very high pressure, around 300 to 400 atm, and very high temperature also, like 350 degrees Celsius temperature. So it is drastic condition. So first of all, we get this O minus here. Can you tell me the mechanism involved in this process? Which mechanism is involved here? Conversion of Cl into ONA. Can you tell me? Which mechanism will convert chlorobenzene to this phenoxide ion? This is called sodium phenoxide. Yes, anyone? Mechanism involved here in first step? Oh, it is benzene mechanism. Haven't we discussed? Very strong base, very maha strong base. So हम लोग maha strong base we use. Okay, this is second. Let's move to third. Let's move to third. Third, by sulfonic acid, by benzene sulfonic acid. Now, how benzene sulfonic acid we can prepare? Let's see. Benzene sulfonic acid is this. Again, we use the very same thing. Same NaOH, high pressure and temperature. Very high. Okay. Very high pressure. Or if you wish, you can use molten NaOH. That will be better. That will be better. So first of all, this SO3H is again replaced and we get O minus and Na plus. Okay. And then what we do, we treat it with H plus. So we get this. Same benzene mechanism again. Same benzene mechanism. Okay. Please note this.
Yes, sir.
Next, fourth. Fourth is we can use this very important. This reaction is very important, I will say. Cumene process. Cumene process. Now this molecule is called cumene. This is called cumene. Isopropyl benzene. Isopropyl benzene is also called cumene. What we do, we treat it with O2 in presence of sunlight, or they can also write here radical generator. Okay. So in first case, first of all, we get this. First of all, we get something like this. Okay. And then we treat it with H3O plus. H3O plus means hydrolysis. Hydrolysis is in acidic medium and we get this. I will show you how it is made. This is called benzene hydroperoxide. It is an intermediate. This is acetone and this is our phenol. Okay. Please note this. I will write the mechanism here. See why I'm giving you the mechanism, because you may find similar questions. You may find similar type of questions and maybe their mechanism is required. Okay, let's try to understand it. First of all, what will happen? O2 and H nu. Tell me what will happen in presence of sunlight? Anyone? If I throw sunlight on HO2, so what will happen?
Break, sir.
What? It will get broken into free radicals. Remember, sunlight causes homolytic fission. So we get this. Okay. Now, this particular free radical will approach towards cumene. Now, I hope you understand that where this hydrogen is attached, if I generate free radical here, it will be very stable. So what happens? This cumene, oh sorry, this free radical causes homolytic fission in cumene like this. So eventually we get this. This plus OH and then this. Now what happens next? These two make bond like this. And ultimately you get this. This is cumene hydroperoxide mechanism. I made cumene hydroperoxide here. Oh, sorry. Oh, I wrote wrong. Cumene. First, this is not called benzene hydroperoxide. It is called cumene hydroperoxide. Cumene hydroperoxide. Okay. Mechanism is clear how it is made. See, free radical is generated. Now what this free radical will do, it will generate free radical, and where it will generate at the place where free radical is most stable. And we know that this 2-degree carbon free radical will be most stable because it will be resonance stabilized, plus two side you will get maximum alpha hydrogen. Okay, written. See, you won't find books mechanism of this written in your books because they feel that this is not important, but I feel it is important for some questions. Now what happens next? We have treated our cumene hydroperoxide with H plus H2O. Now what will happen? Oxygen lone pair will attack on H plus. Once they do so, you'll get something like this. Can you guess the next step? Anyone? Anyone can guess the next step? Can you hear me?
Bond will break, sir. One of the
Which bond? Which bond?
O bond will break.
Can you see this? What is this?
Yes, sir.
It is water, isn't it? So now water will leave. Once water leaves, you are going to get something like this. This, and O will get plus. But it can't happen. It Can't happen. You can't break octet of oxygen. So the moment this water will be leaving one of these three groups, will migrate towards oxygen, so that oxygen's octet can be re-established. So can you tell me, out of these three, which one will move? Out of these three, which one will move? Less electron dense or more electron dense? Which one will move? Less electron dense or more electron dense?
Electrons.
It will move more electron dense because oxygen requires electron here. So more electron dense will migrate here. Okay. More electron dense will migrate here. Why it is migrating? Because it is more electron rich. What we are going to get? Let's see. O now connected with benzene ring. Now connected with benzene ring, and again they are connected like this, and here it will be positive. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? It is just like stability of carbocation. Remember, one of the group used to migrate. Remember?
Yes, sir.
So like that, here migration took place. Now, positive came here. Now you have taken water as well, na? So oxygen's lone pair will attack here. This is your nucleophile. You are going to get this. I hope it is clear. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. Now oxygen has made 3 bonds again. So it will break one of its bond like this. And don't worry about this H. This H will be accepted by this oxygen. What we are going to get here? We are going to get this, 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 this. Sorry. This, and here it will be H, and here it will be plus. Now eventually this bond will be broken by your what? Oxygen. See, I'm forming one bond and I'm breaking one bond. Plus this OH, and here plus. Now this is resonance stabilized. So eventually you will get this. Okay. Please complete this. Please complete this. Okay.
Once.
Okay. See why I gave this mechanism, because this mechanism will help you to get the product in this reaction as well. Next, fifth, I guess fifth method, right? This was fourth. Now let's say fifth. In fifth method, we have Grignard. We treat it with O2 and following by hydrolysis, we get phenol. We get phenol. Would you like to try its mechanism? How is it made? Let me give you first step. Grignard will give you R minus here. And this R minus will attack on one of the oxygen, and this bond will be broken like this. So eventually you are going to get something like this. Okay. Eventually you are going to get something like this. Okay. Now complete this reaction on your own. complete this reaction on your own. Okay. So I hope it is clear to us. Please, if you got any doubt, ask immediately.
Sir,
Without
previous slide. Sir.
what?
Previous slide. Sir.
Previous slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very well. So I hope by this time everything is clear to us. Okay. Some other methods are also there. Let's see. Some other methods are also there, like this sixth. Or you can say you can treat them as a question, not the preparation method. You can treat them as a question. Can you get me the product of this reaction? Yes.
It forms phenol, sir.
How?
Decarboxylation.
Decarboxylation. Yes, very good. Very, very good. And this is one industrial method. This is one method. COH will be gone because it is soda lime. So we will get here phenol, decarboxylation. If you treat your benzene with HCl and oxygen, strong heating in presence of cupric chloride and ferric chloride catalyst, we get phenol. This is a named reaction called Raschig process. Okay. This is called Raschig process. Although not important. Not important. Not important. Okay. Okay. Next. Properties. Number one, physical properties. Okay. Number one, physical property. What is number here? A. Phenol has higher BP than alcohol. Bracket most of the, comma, haloalkane and haloarenes. Okay. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? Because they have intermolecular hydrogen bonding, fairly soluble in water as it can form hydrogen bond with water along with it gets ionized. Means if you put your phenol with water, so it gets converted into something like this. Also, this can form hydrogen bond with water molecule. So they both become stable here. Okay, please note this. See, it is also called, although it is not a physical property, but still, carbolic acid. Okay, phenol has another name called carbolic acid. Okay, please note. D. It turns red pink upon exposure to air because of slow oxidation. Now what happens with phenol? If you treat it with, if you leave it in the air for some time, if you leave it in the air for some time, so what will happen? It will simply oxidize and it will generate some pink color kind of thing. Pink red color will be created. Okay. Okay. Clear? Very well. Now, next point that we will write E. You can write it is corrosive in nature. In bracket, concentrated. If it is concentrated, so it will be corrosive in nature. Okay. F. Solubility in water of PHOH. PHOH means phenol. It is phenol. Is less than ROH. Means alcohol. Why? Because this pH is quite big non-polar part. Okay. This PHOH is quite big non-polar part. That is why its solubility is less than alcohol. Alcohol are more soluble. Okay. So these are some physical property. Now chemical properties. Number one. So first of all, it is acidic in nature. How? How can you say it is acidic in nature? Let's see. If you treat your phenol with sodium, please write the product on your own. Please write the product on your own. And last one I will write. Last one I will write. You please write the first four. Okay. I hope you have made it. Let's see. In all the case, all these 4 case, you are going to get this. This O minus. We write it as PHO minus. Okay. If you want to write Na here, you can write, no problem. Plus H2. PHO minus plus NH3. PHO minus plus H2O. PHO minus plus Mg X. Oh, sorry. Plus RH. All these will pull this acidic H off. Okay. They will pull the acidic H off. Even if you treat it with, but if you treat it with NaHCO3, nothing happens. Negative test with NaHCO3. It doesn't react with NaHCO3. Phenol doesn't react with NaHCO3. Are you getting this? Why? Let me explain. Why it doesn't react? Because when you treat your phenol with NaHCO3, so what might be the product? Product might be you will get O-Na plus H2CO3. But you know that H2CO3 is stronger acid than phenol. So I told you during GOC, if in an acid-base reaction, formed product is more acidic as compared to reactant acid, reaction will not proceed. Or product base is stronger than reactant's base, then also reaction will not proceed. Means reactants acid and base must be stronger than products acid and base. Else what will happen? Reaction will not take place. Clear? Okay. I hope it is. So that's why reaction does not take place. It does not happen. Important reaction it is. Okay. I hope it is clear. Please let me know if there is any doubt. No? Great. Now, if I react my phenol with second reaction, CH2N2 or CH2 double bond C double bond O, means reaction with carbene. Okay. Now what will happen if I treat it with carbene? Can you tell me what these two will give us? These two will give us CH2 like this. They will give us carbene. And carbene will go to electron rich center, electron deficient center. Tell me. Carbene will go to electron rich center, electron deficient center. Hello.
Yes,
These
sir.
carbene will go to electron rich center or electron deficient center. It is electron deficient, by the way. Where carbene will go?
Electron rich, sir.
Electron rich. And I hope you can see the lone pair of oxygen here. So lone pair of oxygen react here. And we get something like this. CH2 minus and O will get plus. Now this minus pull this H. And we get here OCS3. Got it? It is carbene insertion. It is carbene insertion. Okay. I hope it is clear. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's move forward to the next reaction. Third. Firstly, we treat our phenol with NaOH. Okay, what we will get? Phenoxide. Okay, okay. Now what we will do, once we get this phenoxide, we are going to treat it with RCOCl. Okay, can you make the product? Can you make the product? Just forget this Na plus. Can you make the product? Let's see. Yes. Yes. No. Okay, fine. See, oxygen is having minus, carbon is having delta plus. So this will attack here, this pi bond will break. So we are going to get this O, C, O minus, R, and here Cl. Then homecoming, Cl will leave. Eventually, we are going to get this. Okay? We are going to get this. Can you get me product of this reaction? Please. Can you get me the product of this reaction? Fast.
Instead of R, PH will come.
Yes, yes, correct. Okay. Okay. Now this is what we call this reaction. The second one is called Shorten Bauman reaction. It is a named reaction. Treated with Rx. What we will get? Treated with Rx.
ORC.
What?
One OR.
OR.
Wow. Like this. SN2 mechanism. This is SN2 mechanism. Or we call it Williamson synthesis. Williamson synthesis of ether. Okay. Please note this. Fourth, ammoniation. Ammoniation. If you treat your phenol with NH3 in presence of ZnCl2 anhydrous. ZnCl2 anhydrous. So you are left with aniline plus H2O. Please note this reaction as well. Okay. Please note this reaction. Fifth, This is although not very important reaction, but still. Fifth, you know already. Zinc dust, zinc dust, zinc dust. Product. What
Benzene.
happened? In first one, we are having benzene, correct? Second one,
Benzaldehyde.
very good. Third one, say no reaction. Zinc dust only react with phenolic OH. It only reacts with phenolic OH, otherwise it doesn't react. Okay,
Yes, sir.
please note this. Okay, next. Sixth. Sorry. Phenol reacting with PCl5. But it is a slow reaction. Very slow. We get RCl plus POCl3 plus HCl. Although this reaction is very slow. Okay. But one more thing happens here. Your phenox, this phenol reacts with this POCl3 as well. Okay. Here three molecules are used. Here three molecules are used. And we get something like this, C6H5 whole thrice P O4 plus HCl plus HCl. Please note this. This is a very peculiar reaction where product reacts with reactant again. One of the product, it reacts with reactant again. So they ask you how many number of products are formed. So you just tell them keep one chlorobenzene and this C6H5PO4, POCl3 and HCl. These are the product of this particular reaction. Okay, please note this. Next, oxidation. Now, if you treat your phenol with air, it turns into this. Okay. If you treat your phenol with CrO2Cl2 or chromyl chloride or KMNO4 or K2Cr2O7, you get the same. You get the same product. We call it benzoquinone. But if you treat it with, please remember this, maybe it is important, K2S2O8. K2S2O8 in a basic medium. So you get quinol like this. Okay, please note this. This is oxidation reaction of phenol. This is how phenol gets oxidized. This is how phenol gets oxidized. Might be important reaction, especially that oxidation by air. that gives us pink red color. Okay, the pink red color that we get, we get because of this only, quinone. Okay, okay. Now let's move forward. Now let's move forward. Okay. Next, what will be the sequence? 8th. Electrophilic, aromatic substitution. Like if you have phenol. Now for phenol, if you want to go for halogenation, no, firstly let's go for nitration. So you don't even require here H2SO4. You just treat it, oh sorry. You just treat it with dilute HNO3. Okay. You just treat it with dilute HNO3. You are going to get this. OH and here NO2. Plus OH into this. Okay, please note this. Means you don't even require H2SO4 here. Directly dilute HNO3 can perform this. But suppose if you thought, no, I will react it with concentrated HNO3. So what will happen? You will get substitution not only just at one place, but you will get all the place. You'll get picric acid here. So if you treat it with dilute HNO3, you will get mono substitution. And if you treat it with concentrated HNO3, you get tri substitution. Okay. Okay. Star and write. Picric acid, which is an explosive by the way, is nowadays formed by sulfonation of phenol followed by nitration to get better yield. Same reaction we perform by indirect path. Like we have phenol, we treat it with concentrated H2SO4 first. Okay. So we get mono substitution first. Again with concentrated H2SO4. Di substitution. And then what I do, I treat it with concentrated HNO3. So sulfonation followed by nitration. Same picric acid will be formed. Same picric acid is formed, but in better yield. Okay, please note this. Okay. Next, halogenation. Now let's see. If I treat my phenol with Br2, now I don't require any Lewis acid here. I don't require any Lewis acid. You can just take non-polar solvent, CS2 or CCl4, just a solvent. You don't require any Lewis acid. Why? Because oxygen's lone pair, they are capable of, see, because of OH, what happens here? Delta minus, delta minus, delta minus. So lone pair of oxygen are capable of generating delta minus on this ortho and para position, and this delta minus can polarize this Br like this. So they attack here. We get this plus, if attack takes place from here, we get this. This will be your major. Para will be your major. Okay. But if you treat your phenol with Br2, but here a protic solvent like water or ROH, you get not just one, but all three substitution. And it is a white PPT. Please note this. Important reaction it is. Okay. Okay. Why it happens? Let's understand. Because in water, what happens is phenol, when you throw this phenol in water, so it turns into something like this. Sorry, O minus plus H3O plus. So this turns into phenoxide, and this O minus, it has very high plus M. Now, because of this very high plus M, it reacts thrice, not once. Are you getting this? It is highly reactive. That's why this thing happens. Okay, please complete this. Okay. Now, this picric acid, sorry, you're not picric acid, what I'm saying, leave it. Next. Next, we will write sequence, first of all. 9. Esterification. Esterification. Okay. Esterification. Now, what is the sense of esterification? Let's try to understand. Although we have already done this, but still, let's try it once. So for this purpose, I am not taking phenol. I am taking this compound. This is called salicylic acid. This compound is called salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. Okay. What I'm going to do, firstly, I'm going to treat it with this compound. Okay. Now you tell me, out of these two functional group, which is going to react with it? Out of these two functional group, OH and COOH, which is going to react with this? Tell me. We have discussed this. We know this already. Tell me. ROH reacts with or COOH. We have already discussed, please. Don't we remember this reaction? ROH, here delta plus, OH will attack here, bond will break, homecoming, Cl will leave, like that. So in either case, you are going to get this. In either case, you are going to get this. It is better if we use here one Lewis acid. It is better that we use here a Lewis acid like AlCl3, somewhat like that. Okay. Okay. Now, this is called aspirin. This is called aspirin. Okay. Next, you do the same, but with C6H5OH and then CS3OH. Please let me know the product. Who will react with CS3OH and who will react with C6H5OH? Let me tell you, same thing will react. Tell me. Tell me. This is alcohol. Who will react with alcohol? Acid or phenol? I hope you remember, acid plus alcohol gave us ester, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So who will react with this C6H5OH? Phenolic group or COOH group?
C double.
Yes. So you are going to get this. And in bottom case also you are going to get this. Ester formation. Some amount of H plus will be required. Now this is what we called, first this one is called methyl salicylate. Methyl salicylate, or we also call it oil of wintergreen. Oil of wintergreen. Okay. And this first one is called salol, aka phenyl salicylate. Okay. Salol or phenyl salicylate. This is esterification. Okay. I hope it is clear. Clear now? I hope it is.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's move forward.
Yes, sir.
Now, next reaction is little bit more important, I will say. Sequentially 10th. If I treat this phenol with CS3COCl, what is the product? What is the product? We have made it already. If you wish, you can use some amount of Lewis acid as well. I hope you remember we are going to get this. Okay. We are going to get this. Now what we have to do here, we will keep heating it. We will keep heating it. Okay. We will keep heating it. Now what will happen if we keep heating it? Because of heating, bonds will be broken. Because of heating, bonds will be broken. Let me tell you, breaking of this bond will be best. Why? Because here you will get minus and here you will get plus. So this O minus and this plus, and here your benzene is standing. So this will attack here. And eventually you will get this. This is what we called Fry's rearrangement. From here to here, this reaction is called Fry's rearrangement. You carried out acylation on benzene like that. Okay. It will be better if you use a Lewis acid here. Why I broke this bond? Can you explain one more time? Because see, I got two things. I got two things. One phenoxide, one this carbocation. Both are stable. That's why I broke this bond only. Okay. Now let's keep it here only. Some more properties are left, but those properties we will discuss in the next one. Okay. Till then,
Sir,
yes.
sir, like we were convenient for the like whole